Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Let me show you how to deploy a static website on GitHub. There are four main stages of this deployment process. Number one, to create a repository where we're going to deploy the files and folders and images. And number two, to upload the real files and folders and to commit changes. There are several ways to do this. I'm going to show you the easiest one. Number three, to add a readme file, it will have information about your website, your project that you have. Number four, even if you do all the three stages, the website will still not be available for public to view. So you have to do the last stage, and that is to go to settings, GitHub pages, and to make the source as master. By default is none. Then you will get a URL to your website. Right, so let me show you. These are the files and folders, the CSS files that I have, the images of this website, and that's the website. To show you guys, this is a simple website, about 3 pages with some CSS and images in it. We're going to deploy this. Right now this is on my this is on my laptop in this drive. So we have to deploy this to make it publicly available. So once you log into your GitHub account, you may have some repository that you can see here, or maybe if you just created your account, you don't have any repository. So let's create a new repository now for that website. Right, this is my account on GitHub. I'm going to create a new repository, and I just call it ABC Web Design. There's a description option here, which is optional, but I'm going to put something here. Let's say affordable web design and services. Affordable web design and services. I'm going to leave it as public. So right now at this stage, I'm not going to touch these stuffs. All I'm doing right now, the first step, that is to create a repository and provide some optional description. Click repository, create repository. Right, so repository is created. Right, now the next step is to upload the files and the folders. So there are a lot of options here: to create a new file, to upload existing files, or to create a new repository on the command line. And there's a desktop application as well that you can download to upload the files, or import code from another repository. Yeah. So let's go to this one, because we already have files and folders on our laptop, and I'm going to deploy it to this repository, which is ABC Web Design. So just click on this option, upload an existing files. It says, as you can see, drag files here to add them to your repository. So let's go to the the actual files and folders. That menu is not part of this at the moment, so drag and drop them. Right. So it's uploaded the images into the image folder, the files, the HTML there in the root directory, and the CSS file in the CSS folder. Right, so it has all the files and folders that we need for that project, and they're all uploaded. And then you're going to click on this commit changes. This was the second stage of that instructions in the Word file. Okay, so that's the repository, my ID and ABC Web Design, the folder where we have all these files and folders, and they are exactly structured as they are in my folder, and that's how it has to be always, regardless of which hosting service you use. They have to be in the same folder structure as they are when you are developing the website. The third stage was to add a readme file. Yeah, so what is the use of this? Is help people interested in this repository understand your project by adding a readme file. So as you can see, look, that's our description is already here. You can add anything else you want to add here, any instruction, guidelines or whatever. And then after this, commit a new file. Right, so as you can see now, a readme file is also added. So the third stage is also done. Now the fourth step that we have to do, let's go to settings and all information and the setting about our project. So scroll down to GitHub pages. So that the GitHub pages option. As you can see, the source right now is none, and we're going to set that to master. And once we do that, there are some other options here. In case if you want to delete the repository, just click on this, but that's not what we're going to do now. Right, so did we change that? I think yes, we did. Yes, so we changed that into a master, and we're going to click on the save button. Right, as I said in the these stages is, after doing that, you're going to get a URL. So after the fourth step, so you go scroll down back to the GitHub pages option. Like there was no option like this before. So your site is ready to be published. Add this. So that's the URL that you can share it. Right. So it says site not found. It takes a couple of minutes. That's why it says site not found. So let's give it a minute. Right, refresh it. Yes, look, that website is now available. Now this is the URL that you can share it with someone or anyone that you want them to access your website and see it. Yeah. Now look at this one that was available on my machine, and now this one is available here on the GitHub account. So that's how to create, how to deploy a website on GitHub. And if in case you want to delete it, you can just scroll down, click on this, and you can type in that ID of your account and the name of the repository, and you can delete it. You don't want to delete it right now anyway. So this is the website now. This is the URL to that website. That's your profile ID, github.io, and then the name of the repository. That's the URL. Thank you for watching this video.